Welcome to the final round, race 6 of season 2 of the Delta Racing League. My name is Adam Santana, and I am so excited to bring you tonight's action. We also have a special guest with us, although he has stepped away for a moment, and I'm sure he will announce his presence when he is back. We are already underway with qualifying with our AM split. Right now, we will follow Albert Giannia. And as we are doing so, we will run through our standings real quick for our AM split. Right now we have Gabriel Yuri in P1, who is well clear of the field, who is Albert Giannia in P2 by a full 40 points. So you have to feel like Yuri has a hand on that trophy for the AM split, but he does have a qualifying ban if I read my alerts correctly earlier.
That is correctly. Yes.
Yeah, and then after that we have Steve Poe in P3 and Blizzy Blake in P4 and Jack Dayuge in P5, and that is our special guest. You know him, you love him. He's the big smelly. It's Ryan Garrity.
What's going on? I'm
Ryan,
happy to be here.
So happy to have you in the booth with me tonight.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun ending a fantastic second season of this championship.
Yeah, no, it's been great. We've had lots of competition out on the grid, lots of AM drivers that will certainly get that promotion going into next season. So it'll be good to see. We love some more competition.
Yeah, we've absolutely had some AM drivers bring it this season. I feel like we've certainly had multiple AM drivers on the podium. At least, well, I guess I shouldn't say multiple. I know at least one, if not two. We had AM drivers on the overall podium, which is incredible to see.
Looking through the statistics right now, and we have some laps coming through. Giannia with a 129.4, so I imagine that should fall probably another second once we start getting into the top lead times for AM.
Yeah, I would think so, and I'm going to, I realize I'm missing some information, so we are going to do what I hate to doing, but we're gonna have to do this because I want this information. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Oh, and it's not even there now. Great. Okay, we'll figure that out after qualifying. But yeah, I think we're definitely going to be seeing. And yeah, now we have Donoso is at a 28-0. I think that's very solid. Oh, goes very deep there going onto the back straight. It's a tough corner. That corner gives me fits with the, it's very blind uphill. And yeah, I think Donoso has backed out of that lap. We'll hop on board with Jack, whose last name I cannot pronounce. Deluge, is that how you say it? Oh,
I have no clue. We're going to go with it.
No, I like that so much better than what I've been trying to say.
Deluge.
I've been saying like deluge, deluge. I'm just like, I don't know.
We'll get pings later.
Yeah, we can only do our best.
But yeah, one thing to note, the AM drivers do have an optimum track right now, which is nice for them, as it's not uncommon for the AM folk to get the fast track and essentially rubber everything in for the pro drivers once we hit that 10-minute mark.
Yep, very good point, and that was the information I was trying to bring up on my screen when I went into the menu. Oh, and that, I'm not sure who that was. Herrera, I think. Yep, that was Herrera. Goes off in front of Dayuge. That's just fun to say.
So going back to the statistics that we were talking about, having some AM drivers up in the podium spots, I don't believe we have any podium finishers for AM in the top 3 per se.
Okay.
But plenty of drivers in the top 10 who are in the AM split. So still very competitive.
Yeah, that's incredible. You know, I mean, this is not always at the top competitive, but I mean those top 10 spots are hard to come by. I mean, there is a tight group of drivers around there.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And it's always nice when you start to see more guys on the grid, guys and gals on the grid repeatedly. You start to learn their tactics and how they react around one another, so that's always good.
Definitely.
Going to interrupt real quick, we got Fernandez dropping into the 127s. I don't see the full time but definitely below 128s here.
Well, that was an invalidated lap, but they absolutely have that in the tank. That lap. Oh, Donoso now does a 27.8, so we are in the 27s now. For him, so that's pretty crazy. Yeah, I think. Yeah, see, Fernandez is already pretty decently up on this lap, about half a second. So all they have to do is put it together and not invalidate this time. I'm not sure where they invalidated on the last lap. Kind of took my eye off that 1 second, but yeah, right now they are trending. Oh, it's so close to trending for a provisional pole. But Donoso is on a quicker lap, so Fernandez is going to need to pick up at least a couple more tenths here.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't get held up by Dulugue up here. It looks like he is going to bail out of the lap, which is awesome of him as a blue flag.
Love to see the sportsmanship, and Fernandez did pick up a little bit there. Oh, this is going to be super close for provisional pole. Oh, but just loses a little bit on the exit. But does go P1 for the time being. Now let's hop on with Donoso in the 296, who is almost 4 tenths up on their previous lap.
A little tug of war going on between these two.
Yeah, they're just swapping it back and forth. Now Fernandez is back up. Oh, now it's kind of marginal. Let's hop on. Oh, as we hop on board Herrera, they go wide.
Yeah, so you might need to correct my math here, but it looks like Donoso is three tenths higher, or sorry, lower than Fernandez. And you said Fernandez is currently up on his delta?
You are correct. Now I realize why. There we go.
Excellent.
That's why we couldn't see the information that I wanted. It's because I left the server and came back in. There we go. And now everyone can see the delta times. I apologize for that, everyone. As I was telling Ryan, I took a very late nap this afternoon, and I am now having consequences of doing that.
Not a problem.
Oh, that looks so much better. Having everything where it's supposed to be. Sometimes you just gotta laugh at yourself, I guess. Let's hop on board with Giannia. Almost 8 tenths up. Not gonna. Could get them up into P3. The Donoso and Fernandez are clearly the class so far of the Anfield. Oh, Giannia moves up to P4, 5 thousandths behind Deuge. That's not gonna get old.
Not at all. Yeah, very close between, what is that, P3, P4, and P5.
Yeah,
roughly about 25 hundredths.
Yeah, yep, exactly. That's insane. Yeah, and we are winding down. I think everyone is going. This will be everyone's final lap. I see car 23 Cook just crossed the line, but yeah, everyone else, this will be their final lap, and our pro drivers will begin leaving the pits just about now. Yeah, Fernandez is going up on their lap time, but it's not going to be enough to get in front of Donoso. I don't know. We're going to have a mighty final corner to get that done. They really did on entry. They went up about 2 tenths, but this would be half a tenth gain. But
I was about to say, if anything is possible, it would be with that car right there, which is an absolute vacuum cleaner in the corners with all that aero.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, provisional pole right now is 27.5, and it looks like Donoso's going to pick up a little bit, around half a tenth, and does goes with 27.490. And then Fernandez with 27.7. I mean, that's nothing to be ashamed of. That's a very good lap time. I'm up on board with Mike Cook, who's our final M driver to finish their last lap. I'm not sure if they don't have a valid lap, so this will shoot them up into P7. Provisionally, of course. So let's find our Ross Sparrow, our winner last week at the Red Bull Ring, an emphatic win. Let's hop on board with Ross and follow him for this lap. And also, I don't have the exact points, but Ross Sparrow is within distance of taking this championship, correct? From Jeff Spangler, 270 to 233.
Yeah, it's 270 to 233. So is it possible? Yes, I think it might be tough. Very difficult and challenging for that to happen. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it'll need to be a Ross win and Jeff having some issues.
Yes.
But
we'll see if Jeff is going to take on the last to first challenge yet again.
He is in the pits at the moment.
Is he still? Okay.
He is still
so that might be the case. Yeah. He might be trying to make this a little spicy.
But as we saw last week, he did move up into P2. But I mean, even once he got clean air in P2, I mean, he did not really make much of an impression on the gap with Sparrow. I mean, Sparrow really just dominated that race last week. It was really impressive.
Right, absolutely. And to be fair, Red Bull Ring is a bit wider, so I would say that you have a bit more wiggle room to get around folks and then overtake on many more corners than you would here at our English green roller coaster, Donington Park.
I agree. There's really not the first hairpin of the final two. I mean, that's a decent overtaking spot, but other than that, you have to have a really big pace advantage. There's really no long straight here, so yeah, I mean, we've seen Jeff work his magic. I think he picked up like 6 positions on the first lap last week. So, but again, I mean, yeah, this is a narrower track. It is. Red Bull Ring also has some elevation changes, but there's really no blind corners like you get here at Donington. So it's.
There is turn 3. Turn 3 is very blind at the top of the mountain.
That's true. I guess I don't count it because you're going since it's such a slow corner. I guess I don't consider it, but yeah, I mean it is still a tricky corner to get right.
Yeah, because you lose all that grip with the elevation change, and I believe you're on 3 tires at one point.
Yeah, yes,
you take
absolutely.
it correctly. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, not against you. This is against the Red Bull Ring. That is not turn 3. That is turn 2. You don't
not counting the kink?
No, you don't have a 10-turn circuit. You have a 9-turn circuit. I'm sorry. Red Bull, get it together.
You got a few other race directors to hit up then with other circuits. Looking at you, Kyle, on me.
Oh, what? There's is it Zolder that has turn 7 is 3? It's 7A sets. 7B and 7C, but they're all just 3 distinctly different corners. I'm just like, why wouldn't you just count them different? Just count them different, guys. Oh, I love that. It's honestly one of my joys in life is how different tracks count their corners and choose to do that. It's truly funny.
The one very interesting aspect, and I know we see sometimes coming in here, we got Sparrow taking pole currently with a 127.3.
Yeah.
And then Tyler Carr 2/10 behind him.
He was on a good lap there until he invalidated at the, well, they call it the S's, but it's the chicane, in my opinion. Yeah, let's hop on with Tyler, because he's tracking pole at the moment.
Yeah, and then not far behind him, we have Jose, car number 95 in the Porsche. So 5/10 behind the leader. So plenty of time. These drivers will have about two or three laps left remaining with qualifying.
Yeah, and Tyler was very cautious through the chicane there that lap. He was not going to invalidate again. Very tidy there through the first hairpin. So easy to go deep here. He does a little bit, but I think he's going to get a good exit. And yeah, that's going to send him to the top as Mark. Oh, I'm not sure who that is. Car number 14, Martinez, with an AM badge is out qualifying. I'm not sure.
Did he get mislabeled? I'm checking
It's
the score sheet.
possible. I'm not sure if
He
it's
did.
okay.
He got mislabeled.
That makes sense. So they are doing the correct thing. I mean, we have half a tenth from P1 to P3 right now. And right now, Carr is about a tenth and a half up. Martinez is... Oh, they just lost theirs to that corner. Let's... we keep hopping on with the same cars, but... We'll hop back with Tyler here. And Ross Sparrow is also improving at the moment.
I'll have to hop on with Sear after that.
Has he got a monster
See how
going?
he is. I don't know. I can't see the lap times currently, so... he's on his first lap. Where's he at on track? I think he just came out of the pits. Or he's showing invalid at the moment. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on that for sure. Yeah, Carr's gonna... Oh, lost on the exit there. I didn't see an issue there, but just not as quick as their previous lap. But a big gain on entry there. Not as good of an exit, but going to get a marginal improvement to a 27.2. Let's hop on with Jack Lindner in the Aston. Up a little bit on their previous lap. Come through the final corner. That's a good shot from the TV cam too there for the last corner. Not bad at all.
Yeah, not a huge improvement. Let's hop on with Ross Sparrow, who's a 10th up. Martinez is also a 10th up. Who is Sparrow's further in lap, so we'll stay here.
Yeah, so we have some time. What I was going to mention before, one of the toughest changes that I encountered with ACC was with the American track pack when we got that, because I'm so used to the metric braking boards.
Yes.
So when we went to Indianapolis, you start seeing 4, 3, 2, and 100, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
I need to do some conversions.
Yeah, that's one of those things where I just have to completely block it out, what those numbers actually mean, and just like make it a reference. Yeah, and I guess as myself, as someone who is knows that about those tracks, I was hip to that from the jump. But yeah, it's super confusing for people. When you're breaking at the 400 foot board instead of the 100 meter board or the 150 meter board going into turn 1 to Indianapolis. Yeah, that is. I do wonder how the Europeans, or I guess we shouldn't just put Europeans in that box. Any other people that live in a civilized country that use the metric system.
Anyone without freedom units in anything that they measure in terms of temperature, length, or weight.
I'm going to say that
distance.
You can override me on this, Ryan. I think we're going to put the Delta Racing League official stance is metric is better.
Hey.
Okay.
This is the American League, all right?
I retract that statement. We're following Ben Burchett, who is hovering around a 10th. Oh, couple tenths now. Looking to at least pick up one position into P5 here.
Up on board and see how
almost 4
Commander-in-Chief
now.
does.
Yeah, been a former guest in the booth earlier this season, as he was dealing with some hardware issues. Oh, he lost on the exit there. No! Doesn't pick up anything. Now we're with Sear here, who is have a second up. Oh! I totally missed what happened there, but I see he's in the grass now.
Yeah, it looked like he dipped a tire there into the grass, and the car just lost all grip.
Let's hop on with Pareto, who we had a chat member giving big ups to Pareto. This will be a big gain. Well, it's going to be a big time gain. Oh, it's going to be a big position gain, too. Unless race control's right. This is going to be close to pole.
Spicy lap right here from 1.
It's going to be, P4.
There we go.
Wow. That was like a
Well done.
3.2 second jump in lap time. That was incredible. And then now we're on Martinez, who is, the lap was invalidated. Okay. They were up pretty big going into that, but I think they knew they invalidated, so they just kind of backed out of it there. But that if they would have finished that, well, again, this is what Race Control is showing. It would have been close to pole, but there we go.
Done and dusted.
Yeah, so we have
the race.
Ross Sparrow on pole, Tyler Carr P2, Martinez P3, Pareto P4, Donoso P5. And yeah, and Donoso, and then we have Paredes P6, so we have 2 AM drivers in P5 and P6. That is very well done by them to be that high up the order. All right, let's get ourselves set up for the race.
Do a little track walk here.
Yeah.
Some golden hour shots.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have your livery on the grid, one of my favorite liveries.
The Dunkings. That was a fun one to make.
It's so
Thank
good.
you.
It's so good. Oh, we'll slow that down. I do enjoy this livery. It's in the Fear Nothing mode.
a great one.
They bring it.
Yeah, no, everyone came with some very original liveries this
I don't-
season, so it's been good to see.
That's not an in-game. Oh, is that an in-game? I don't know if I've seen that.
Oh no, that's custom.
Yeah,
so
I
the
like
shout out,
that.
I don't want to butcher their team name, but those guys have been racing with us for a long time.
Yeah, I
The guys
thought I
in
had
Wells,
seen this
so-
one. Detectores.cl. Yeah, I like that, especially the gradient fade. Okay, so yeah, that's probably a sister car.
Yeah, they're
that-
generally in the black and gold cars with
Yeah.
some different purple or blue trim, but they went with the black and red this season.
Yeah, I really like that gradient from the black to the red. It looks really nice.
Yeah, sharp.
The Rusties. Monty had teased running a different livery, but I guess they decided not to go through with it. But I mean, the Rusties livery is still super clean.
Yeah, what was it? The Super Hornet, right?
Yes, yeah,
The Hudson Hornet.
Yeah, the Hudson Hornet, the dark blue, the navy blue one.
Yes. Yep.
Maybe they'll run that next season if they're in the Porsche. But yeah, that's very funny because we ran in a different series. We ran. And I mean, Jeff Spangler also has a Cars theme livery. But yeah, we ran Cars theme liveries in another series this season. So yeah, ka-chow.
That's another one that
Ka-chow.
I made.
Yeah,
Yeah, I made that for him. That was fun.
yeah, fantastic. Wow.
He sends me a ping. He goes, "Hey, Wingo." I was like, "What about Wingo?" He's like, "Make that livery for me." I was like, "All right, Jeff."
Yeah, whatever you say, man.
So let me see what I can do.
No,
me cook.
It looks great.
Thank you. Get a little
Yes.
hot lap or lead lap here going into the final race of the season here shortly. So thank you to everyone tuning in. It's been great to see you all. And then one last race before the summer break.
Yeah, it's been another great season. Super happy to be involved with this league because calling these races is. We were talking about it before the stream started. It's truly a joy to do this every week. And now we are away for the formation lap. And one thing I was gonna say, we have those 3 sister cars. I wonder if they. It's not a long run in turn 1, but I wonder if we see some teamwork there from those 3 to hold some cars behind.
Will it be teamwork or blood in the water?
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see.
Well, and I guess the bad thing is that the 2 cars that are starting on the same row, or the 2 last cars of those 3, are the 296. So they are going to be bad off the line because that car has severe turbo lag. So
Oh my god, yes. Yep.
they're gonna be under tech, but they're very lucky with the short run in to turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Still love that car, but that turbo lag is real.
Yep,
like you said, it's
I
pretty
love
brutal.
that car, but you pretty much know you're going to lose a position on the start, unless you choose the right lane into turn 1.
Yes.
Yeah, it can be rough. I thought the Aston was bad, and then the 296 came out, and it was so much worse.
296 is pretty solid in terms of defending, though. Oh, and someone's mowing the lawn there.
Yeah.
Just marking a braking spot there.
Yeah, let's did they maybe have TC off? And yeah, maybe he did have TC off there. They got
trying to warm the tires a little too much.
Yeah, I think they got lucky that little escape road was there, so they didn't go over the grass too much. But I bet they still knocked a little bit of pressure out of those tires. And that was Lindner.
The one benefit is when we require folks to change tires and get fuel.
Yep.
So when these guys go back into the pits, they'll be able to swap tires out. Adjust it as they see fit if they are losing pressure, which definitely happens here.
Oh yeah, I mean the British. I would say this is probably the easiest track to drive on of the British GT tracks, but I mean it's still very easy to dip a tire onto the grass and knock some pressure out. But yeah, I mean Steddard and Olton are just a nightmare when it comes to that.
Oh god, Olton is a nightmare everywhere. But turn 7 here is the big puncture point.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you're going to lose a lot of pressure. If you dip that tire too far into the grass, you hit that curb on the re-entry, you'll knock a few out.
Yeah, and it's super easy to spin if you go wide there. And yeah, we are coming through the last corner.
Handing it over to you.
Yeah, we are going to catch the green here in a second. I don't remember how the line is. Yeah, there we go. We are away. Carr got a good jump on Sparrow, but Sparrow has the inside line. And Martinez gets through, and I believe that was Donoso gets through as well on Carr. Let's see. The back of the field, we are looking clean, and just Spengler. I think he got one position in turn 1 there.
Possibly one. I think he's still in the same position for now.
Yeah.
We have Burchett moving up, you said?
Yeah, Burchett, I believe, did move up. One. Donoso dropped 3 and Carr dropped 2. But Ross Sparrow early is under attack from Martinez. I don't know if he's going to be able to skip away this race. I think he's going to fight on his hands.
Already flashing teammates. What's going on here? You're slow, let me pass.
Bro, I'm faster, bro. Let me through. Let me through, man. Oh, I think that was Blizzy Blake catches the gravel. Yep, and that lets Spengler pick up one more position. I'll put an eye back on the front of the field as we are going through the final turn for the first time.
Can't tell if Juan is trying to mess with Martinez there. That's another flash.
Yeah.
He's flashed him at least 4 times going into this first lap here. So we'll have to see what happens. Looks like a little bit of a dive potentially from Carr, but he backs out at turn 1.
And Pareto caught a little bit of the grass there, but it's going to be okay. Yeah, I thought Carr was going to try and maybe go for the move there in turn 1, but backed out of it. Not the heaviest braking zone there. Yeah, let's hop on board here with Burchett, who is all over the back of Fernandez.
One little turn there at the top of the hill.
Yeah, it's one of those turns when you nail it, it feels so good.
It does. Yeah, it looks like Ben got a bit squirrely there on the exit, and he really needed to be tucked up underneath that McLaren to get any speed down that straightaway, because that's where he's going to struggle the most.
Yep, and Porsche on McLaren is going to be a tough overtaking regardless.
Yeah. Yep.
Carr is all over the back of Pareto here. Oh, we missed an overtake. Let's run that back. Oh, it looks like Donoso got too wide out on the grass, and that lets Sear slip through for P8, and they maybe swap back in turn 1?
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, they are in the... Wow, let's roll that back. That would have been into the second hairpin. Yeah, Donoso just got up on the inside there. So I don't know if they maybe went too wide through the first hairpin there, but yeah, well done by Donoso to get that position back.
Yeah, from the replay there, it looked like Donoso went a little bit wide. Sear tried to take the inside, and then Donoso was able to hang enough speed around the outside bring it back into the home stretch, and then eventually take that spot back by the end of the lap.
Yeah.
Got some Porsche on Porsche action here with Burchett and then Jose right behind him.
Yeah.
Go down the long straight.
Yeah, and we know Jose is not afraid to mix it up.
Not at all.
Let's get on this. We have a bit of a train forming behind Donoso with Sear, Dayuge, and of course Jeff Spangler's now in the mix. We should just stop talking about him on these streams. Just ignore him.
Make him earn his spot in the stream.
and I think he got on the inside of Dayuge there and is going to... No. Dayuge's gonna hold the inside there and make Spangler earn it around the outside. And I think Spangler is gonna get it done. That was well done.
Yeah, looks like it's stuck. The two highlighter green cars are now
yes.
in a line. All we need is Tyler Carr, and then we got all the Grello cars.
I don't think Tyler wants to fall that far back.
No, not at all. I see your little comment there in the chat, James. Dangerously good looking, but not dangerous on track. Thank you.
Got him.
So who do we have here? What is our closest battle currently? We have Steve Poe trained behind Yuri, and then Yuri behind Sean Connor. That's fairly close between the three drivers.
Yeah, let's
there.
hop to that. Yeah, Yuri and
Steve Poe in
Poe.
the Ferrari livery, love it.
Yeah, neither driver were able to qualify this evening and haven't made a huge impression, but I think they both picked up 3 positions. And Giannia down in 18th. Lost 7 positions. We missed that. I had no idea what happened there.
Must have been an off track potentially, and just waiting to rejoin on track. But yeah, we did miss that.
Yeah, and they're 6.5 seconds behind Blizzy Blake in P17. So and Blizzy Blake is a decent way off the back of the pack. So that's yeah, we definitely missed something there. But yeah, certainly something happened there. Whether it was I don't think we had any contact registered. So it could just be, just an off track. Yeah, Giannia. Yeah, I don't see no contact recorded for Giannia. So yeah, let's hop with the Yuri, who is all over the back of Connor. As Poe fell off the back of that fight a little bit. Spangler gets by Sear for P9. Really getting up the order, but Ross Sparrow is created a decent gap, about 1.5 seconds to Martinez. It's going up 1.7 now. So Sparrow is doing all that they can do at the moment, and they're just going to have to hope that Spangler has some sort of misfortune here. Oh, oh man.
Yeah, Jeff is on a tear here right now. I don't know how many positions that is, maybe 8 over the course of 7.5 minutes.
8.
So.
8 exactly.
8, yeah. 8 minutes exactly.
Yeah, I don't believe as far as the AM Championship goes that Yuri really needs to do... Oh, that was... Oh, they... Are they going to say, oh my goodness, Yuri saved that? I think we need to watch that from the offboard for the whole thing, because that was almost in the rear of the car in front, has a big slide into the grass, and then gathers it up.
A little bit of a brown flag moment. Yeah,
Absolutely.
He went straight into the marbles. Absolutely no grip there, so good save on you.
No, that was fantastically done.
He did get lucky that he didn't have much traffic behind him, because that could have been quite deadly.
Absolutely. Here, we'll hop back with Burchett, who is closer to Fernandez than they have been before, having around 3 or 4 tenths. And again, I mean, as long as Fernandez doesn't make any mistakes, it's going to be super hard for Burchett to get by. But super close here. Ooh. If that were a heavier braking zone, I think we would have had a very nice battle for that corner.
Mm-hmm.
And now it looks like Monty has closed back up on this battle, and we're... Oh, did Burchett have a little bit of a moment there? Yeah. Lost 3 or 4 tenths. It's going to be okay behind Monty. And now Donoso is within a second of Monty. Of course, Jeff Spangler's half a second there, so we're going to be looking at a 4-car battle for P6, a potential 5-car battle for P5, if Burchett can close back up to Fernandez.
Yeah, the drafting, it's not great in ACC, as we all know, but once you get within about, what, 8 tenths to a second, it's pretty beneficial.
Yeah, the second mark is usually... Oh! Monty gets on the grass and gets a huge tank slapper. Oh, and I hopped in the wrong car. And I think they did. Oh, wow! A mid-corner oversteer and then another fantastic save. I mean,
that was good.
Fantastic car control. I'm really not sure what caused that first moment. It was... I don't know if it was just a Porsche moment with oversteer mid-corner, but...
Possibly. I think, again, it's the margins in terms of where the track is, and then it's just immediate grass. So I think it was trying to rejoin back on track from the curbing on the side there, and then just notched a tiny patch of grass.
Yep.
As we all know, ice skates as soon as that happens.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think Spangler's gonna have a tough time to make it through the rest of the field here. I think let's check some lap times. And of course, Spangler's been in traffic most of the races. Best was 27.2. Donoso's best was 27.7. The race best is Martinez, and P2 was 27.1. So Spangler does have some pace over the most of the field, but passing here, as we talked about earlier, is difficult. So we'll see what he can manage to get done here on this lap. So close to the Ferrari through there.
Yeah, I think the Ferrari has a little more top end. I could be proven wrong here, but versus the McLaren has that fantastic aero kit on the car. But when it comes to power and down the home stretch, that 296.
A little bit too much of the exit curb there for Donoso, and asking let Spangler get on the inside. We'll see if Donoso can hang it around the outside. Nope. Decides to try the over-under, but Spangler's wise to it and covers it. Yeah, the Ferrari really makes its hay on the straights in the mid to top end. It doesn't have the best acceleration, but it is very quick once you get to the mid to high speed.
Yes.
Yeah, and the gap at front, and we're not going to hop there. Well, here's where we're going is Herrera followed by Connor and Poe, and I mean they are so close to each other. But the gap out front, it was down to about 0.7 from Sparrow Martinez. Now it's back to about a second, but I mean, Martinez isn't making it easy for Sparrow.
Not at all. And again, narrow track,
Oh!
so that's expected. We
There
do have an
goes
off track. Is that Herrera right there?
That was Herrera. And did
That opens up the door.
Did Poe just sneak by both of them?
I believe so. Do we need to rewind that?
I think we. Because Connor caught the grass too.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, that lets Poe get 2 and 1.
Little twofer.
Yeah.
There you go, Poe.
Can't be mad about that. He's gonna be a little bit taller after the race, after, 2 cars in one corner. I'd be staying a little bit taller. But yeah, the fight's not quite over yet because Connor's still right there. And we had a pass with Yuri and Lindner here. Or at least some side-by-side action. Yuri hangs around the outside, and yeah, then they're going to get the inside in the next one, I think. Yep, they have it done. Very well done.
Yeah, so Fernandez should be our AM leader. Disregard Martinez's tag there. He is listed as pro. So, a bit confusing, but we have Fernandez, Donoso, and then Deluge, the top 3 for the AM split currently. And still no pits. Obviously, it's very early in the race, and the preem strat with us is to pit roughly in the middle of the race, and then of course, if we have mixed conditions, you hold out and you wait just to see what the conditions will be like, similar to what we had at Suzuka at the beginning of this season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is one where you want to go right at the mid-mark unless you are really being held up by the car in front.
Unless you destroyed your tires and you're rolling on rims, right? It shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, let's hop on with Hugh Must Not Be Named, who is now up on the back of Burchett for P6. And Hugh Must Not Be Named takes the fastest lap of the race at a 27.0. He's going to be tickled pink when he watches this back.
As is tradition. Fun little competitive battle here between Spangler and Burchett. Tale as old as time. These guys go back racing. Fuck. 3 or 4 years now? I can't even recall. It's been a while though. So yeah, another fun thing I was looking at is the bop. So we use the custom bop from LFM for the DRL races. It's really pretty balanced across the board, and then you get to the Aston V8 GT3, plus 30 kilos on that big old Bessie of a car.
Yeah, it's I've talked about this before on the streams. The BOP community's doing custom BOP, just even aping the LFM.
We got Spangler overtaking Burchett here at the last hairpin.
Oh,
he's not giving it up.
This is going to come back through the final corner.
Yep, so Spangler will have the inside line here, but will Burchett be able to do a little over-under action in the Porsche? He tries to hang it on the outside. Spangler gets the move done.
That was a great battle right there.
Anyways, I cut you off there,
no,
so keep on going. We'll keep eyes on this battle,
it.
though.
Yeah, the BOP updates, it's obviously made things, I think, better for leagues across the sim. It is funny to me how some cars handle it better than others. As most people know, the Lamborghini Huracan Evo does not like any extra weight at all. But then we have a car like a BMW M4 where you can stack as much onto it as you want, and that thing still just does its thing.
The M4 is a brick shithouse. It does not care at all.
I feel like we maybe talked about this before, but I don't know if you have ever seen the M4 in person before. It is
No.
it is literally humongous. It is. It's so big. Especially because I went to the Indy 8 Hour last season, and there were M4s like next to the 296, and it's so much bigger than the other cars. Even the AMG, which is a pretty big car in its own right, the M4 is truly the chungus among all chunguses.
Yeah, I'll need to get to a track day to see all that action. For now, why don't we hop over to car 55, Sean Connor? It looks like he is within a tenth.
And we had some
Oh,
mixing there. I think he lost position.
I think so too. And it looks like Sean did get the overtake right before we went to the replay here. So we'll have to see if he did stick this in the hairpin and out to the home stretch.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, we're gonna stay on this battle for a while. Whoa,
Yeah, this is good.
Something happened to Ross Sparrow. I'm sorry, we're gonna hop, and we missed it. Can we go back further? No, something's happened to Ross Sparrow, and he's now in P6.
I'll get on the replay. I'll check that on my end. But
yeah,
once
if you can,
once we get back here, we'll go back to the battle with Sean and
absolutely.
Steve.
Yep, we're going right back to that. Yeah, if you can check that on the replay, that would be amazing. Because this Dayuge Po Connor Herrera Yuri battle is about to be really spicy. There's 5 cars in. Oh man, a second and a half, 2 seconds within each other.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Alright, so quick update on Sparrow. Looks like 0 TC things. He was in the last hairpin leading up to the final turn and just smacked the throttle a little bit too hard, and he was spinning the wrong direction and in the grass.
Man.
So, as we saw, he dropped a few positions there down to P6.
Yeah, was having
Yeah,
a really
that's
great race.
unfortunate.
Oh, we have some contact there. Further back, was that Yuri and Blizzy Blade? Or no, I don't. Herrera. That was Herrera. Oh, and Yuri just tags him. Spins him back around the right way. Yeah. Oof.
A little ambitious there on the move, but nice little butt tap. Like, all right, you're good. Get up there. Rub some
It
dirt
was,
on it.
and then he says he just says, "Yeah, no, I'm taking this one. I got this.
And
I'm
again.
taking this one."
Again, nice little tap there on the quarter panel. So
Yeah.
the M4, as we were talking about, it is a chungus on track. It can take a bit of a beating, but you don't necessarily want to test that
Ooh.
with ACC. So looks like Herrera got quite lucky, got recorrected, and he got tapped again. Go back, go back, go back, go back. Herrera is spinning the wrong direction.
Oh. Oh, man. Oh, that's a big spin.
There's been a murder.
Yeah, I think the Stewards are going to have a look at that one post-race.
Yeah, that's tough.
Oof. Yeah, that allowed... I think we just missed another... There's action all over the place. We don't have the biggest grid tonight, but there is action everywhere right now.
We are living in the replay booth currently.
Yeah. Oh, the Porsche cut the second part of the chicane. But then Connor just sped right through and got by Poe. How did that happen? He carried so much speed through the chicane there. That was incredible. Oh, and a little love tap
Well,
there.
up tap, yeah.
Oh man.
So I'm curious how this ends because it did look like they came quite close.
We can run it back again. 15 more seconds. Oh man, a little bit of a
Again,
courtesy
living in the booth.
flash. Yeah,
So we got Jake in chat when we were talking about the McLaren and the 296. He's saying that they are both beta cars.
well, you know what? When you're right, you're right.
Well,
I can't believe we have a 19-car grid. We've had this much action in not even 25 minutes. This is
spicy.
incredible.
We haven't even hit the halfway mark
I
yet.
know. This is kind of like the IndyCar race earlier today. If anyone watched it, it was spicy the entire race. There were people sending it, pushing people off track, big accidents, tank slappers. And yeah, we've had the same here. I mean, it's been incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I wish F1 was a bit more like that. We got spoiled in 2021 with the battle between Lewis and Max, but
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, this is going to be a hot dive from Sean. Woo!
Oh, he got it slowed down and got it done, too. We're not going to check the replay because I don't think this is over yet.
No. We're going to keep up with the action as it is currently.
Yeah. Oh, Poe wanted to try the over-under there. Catches a little bit of grass.
So if I'm Deluge in this current position and I see these guys just battling and duking it out each corner, I'm like, okay, I need to get my laps down. I'm going to catch up to this. And when they are both in the grass, I'm taking this position.
Exactly. And the funny thing is both of them passed Deluge for the same reason because he went off into the gravel. Martinez has a drive-through P1.
That will switch things up a little bit.
That has to be for track limits. Give me a quick second, and I will give you. It's a very short pit lane here at Donington Park. A drive-through will lose you 17 seconds, roughly.
All right, so you math whizzes out there. That'll probably place him right in this battle here with Poe, Connor, and Deluge.
He will come out ahead of it, and he's in the pits. Let's keep on the cam. There goes Burchett.
Looks like they're almost out.
There goes Donoso. We'll see where Monty comes. It's going to be close on exit. Monte is through. So yeah, he comes out in front of that big battle, which is good for him, but that does drop him down into P8. And let's go back to Steve Poe and Sean Connor as they are glued together.
Well, it looks like, what do we have, half a second apart? Why don't we drop down to Yuri? Looks like Yuri's right on the back end of Blake.
Oh, Yuri pits.
And he's in the pits. All
okay.
Right. So looks like he's got a bit of damage there in the front end. We'll see if he repairs it. But.
Yeah. And while that's happening, a pit stop will roughly cost 52 seconds. So we will keep an eye on that time spent in pit lane for Yuri. I think we might. Okay. Yeah, with a little switchback. We'll stay on it, but I think we're going to maybe run that replay back to see how that started. So, car up. Okay, goes across the gravel. And Spangler gets through. And then that's
kitty litter.
Yeah, and that's going to be Fernandez put the attack. But as we are watching the replay, car is back through on Fernandez. Back up into P3. And that's just Spangler into P2 behind Pareto.
Yeah, so it looks like we have Jose currently in the pits as well. They will take their pit stop. Currently in P8, and I would assume that'll slot him in with Sparrow, Yuri, and Herrera.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It'll be before.
Yeah, that'll be close. We'll have to hop back to that. Let's hop onto this battle with Carr, Fernandez, and Burchett. Three-way battle for P3, all within around a second. Burchett's staying a little far back off at the moment. And now Monty is...
He is out of the pits, and it looks like he made it out in front of Sparrow.
No, I think it's behind.
Oh, yes, you are correct.
Whoa, yeah, it's a decent bit behind, yeah.
Yeah, it's slow to update on my end.
He does come out in 2-0, and there's Fernandez in the pits. Yeah, as we're very close to the halfway mark. So Fernandez is opting to get out of that and take their pit stop. We'll see if Poe maybe goes into the pits on Connor here. Nope, they both stay out.
Battle of the night here between these two.
Yeah, I go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say we have to include DeLuge in that as well because the three of them were all going back and forth, one off track, two take over. Yeah.
Absolutely. I kind of hope either Dayuge finds some a little bit of pace to catch back up, or both of these guys have slow stops, because I would love to see the three of them all battling again, because that was amazing. And now, speaking of, we have Andrew Sir, who is very close to Dayuge now. And Fernandez, oh, this will be something. We'll hop back to this battle. Fernandez comes out in front of Ross Sparrow. So that's going to be key for their race.
How far is Fernandez from Pareto? Do we know? Does race control say?
It will reset soon right now. Oh, it's 59, so if Pareto has a perfect pit stop, it'll be about a 7-second gap.
Okay.
Or nope, Pareto pitted.
Yeah, he did.
So
it's
that
like
is,
9 seconds.
So that is the gap to Jeff Spangler. 59 seconds for Fernandez and Spangler. Fernandez is about 10 seconds behind Pareto. Right now,
Okay.
Pareto will have Spangler covered off, but Spangler is almost certainly putting heaters in. And
yeah, we got two others in the pits as well, Carr and Donoso. Go ahead.
Nope, that's what I was going to say. You are on it. And now
And
Poe
Stu
and
jumps in
Connor, as well as Dayuge's in. Oh, Poe catches a little bit of grass there. Oh, and some more grass. Ooh.
He's our groundskeeper tonight. That's
Yeah.
all.
It looked like he was maybe trying to for some clean air there, and I think that part of the track gets a little bit blind and just got a little bit of grass, but those tires are going to come off soon.
Some of the spots you can definitely skip across the grass and it won't interfere as long as you're not braking hard.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, and I tell you what, the gap from Spangler to Pareto is now at about 51 seconds.
Large majority of the grid already serving their pit stops. Looks like Sear has wrapped theirs up. He will be exiting here shortly along with DeLuge and then Blizzy Blake wrapping up this batch of pit stops.
Yeah, so it's going to look like only our top 6 have not pitted. As Sparrow got Carr. Carr came out of the pits in front of Sparrow. Oh, man. Oh, but Carr catches a little bit of grass, and Sparrow says, thank you very much. I take those. Yeah, and Sparrow's going to be looking to move back up and get by Fernandez, but that's going to be a tough one. Let's hop back with our battle of the evening. I mean, how long can they do this? Just within
The whole race.
half a second of each other?
Whole thing. So Sean's been racing with us for a little while now, probably close to a year, if I recall correctly. Steve, on the other hand, he's been with us for quite some time. So these two drivers are very familiar with themselves or with each other. See a nice little flash from Poe. I don't know what that was for.
We're going to hop away from
high.
that with Monty and Donoso. Monty is all over the back of Donoso. Oh, and catches a little bit of grass. That is a Mercedes in the pits. I believe that is Cook.
Yeah, it looks like Herrera as well. Yep.
Good call, Herrera as well. Yeah, let's go back to this Fernandez, Sparrow, and Carr battle. They are... Oh, is Ross going to sneak it through there? Oh, that's going to be brave!
It's very tight. That is
He's
tight.
so good on the brakes. Oh, man. Fernandez leaves room. Let's see if he's as nice through the next corner. They are. I think Sparrow's going to round this up.
Wow.
Oh,
Well
that was fantastic.
Well done. All three drivers there keeping it clean and on track. Well done.
Absolutely. I think that has to be the pass of the evening. I guess I don't want to crown. Oh, but Sparrow catches some gravel. Fernandez is going to get the inside. Oh, let's see what they can do through here. I don't think Sparrow's going to be able to hang it there, but can maybe get back in. Oh, I think they tapped.
A bit of contact. Yep.
Yeah,
Deep.
they
He
did.
is very deep.
He's going to lose another one to Carr as well. And Carr's maybe going to sneak through there. Ooh, no, it's going to be a drag race turn 1, but I think Fernandez will be okay. And that is Burchett, and I don't know who the other car was coming out of the pits side by side.
Right? You don't see that often.
That has to be Donoso? No? Martinez. Yeah, they came out. They were literally side by side. That was incredible.
Both cars not wanting to give the position up. They're like,
no,
we're gonna squeeze through here.
No, there's too much action. I don't know which one. We'll stay here for a second. They're both on cold tires, so a lot can happen.
Yep.
But the Car-Sparrow Fernandez battle is still on. And Monty on Donoso, they're for P8. They're very close to each other behind this battle. He's going to send it. Burchett sends it. Oh, he's going to go deep. Oh, no, he got it slowed down. How did he get that slowed down?
He just put all the belief he has in those Porsche brakes and braking as late as possible, and it made it work.
Yeah, but Martinez gets inside back. Burchett's going to over-under him. Oh, this is going to be... This is not going to be over.
Not at all, and that 296 looks like it's pulling... Is it a 296 or McLaren? No, it's a McLaren. Yeah. Apologies. Yeah, he will have that inside line. Burchett will need to back out, and I would assume that this fight will resume at the end of the long straight once we get through the chicane as well.
Oh, man. These battles tonight, they've been titanic. They're incredible.
Yeah, no, very tight. If we go down to Monty, it looks like he is 10th behind the nose.
10th? Well. Now he's going to send... Ooh, he doesn't send it. He's going to go wide. A lot of
battles here.
Yeah, get a little bit of ground. We had a pass there. Sparrow got up the inside of Fernandez in turn 8, I believe. Very well done. Ross Sparrow is baking up. And as we weren't paying attention to him at all, because why would we? Jeff Spangler made his pit stop and came out in P2. And he's 3.7 seconds behind Pareto. Last lap, Pareto was about a 10th quicker, so Spangler has to make up 4 seconds in the next 23.5 minutes. That's going to be a tall order, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Burchett, whoa! Martinez out on the grass, I believe. And I think Burchett slides through. He does, but it's not over.
Know, they're still side by side here. Yeah. Burchett will take the inside line, forcing Martinez there out to the edge. But yeah, that Ben will make that stick. And now he is... Martinez hasn't gone, so for now, Ben will hold that position.
Yeah, we'll see if Burchett can get away from Martinez here. Maybe a pretty decent gap already. About half a second. I think Burchett just might make the most of this clean air and maybe get up to Fernandez in P5. Whoa!
Oh, we have a bad region on there on track. We have contact.
No! I think it was. Oh no! Oh, I put it on the wrong car too. But I think we're going to see it here
coming up with Burchett. Yeah, so Fernandez tried to check off into the marbles, and Burchett had the same idea.
No!
He's got a floppy bonnet. We're going to have to see how that impacts him, because now Ben is losing. He lost 1 position, and he is in danger of losing another 2 here.
Yeah, that Porsche, I think it's so dependent on that front arrow. Yeah, you can see that hood sticking up. Yeah. Yeah, that Porsche. Oof. Man, that's just one of those things where You're trying to get out of the way, but the car behind already made their decision. Yeah, you're going to see Monty slide through there. Maybe.
It's not over. It's not over. If you go down, they are
No,
side by
it's
side
not.
currently. So Ben is sticking that position. But with that aero damage, like we said, I think that Monty here will eventually take the position.
Yeah,
by
Monty
the end.
definitely has the quicker car, but it's not going to be easy passing.
No.
But with that damage, yeah, Fernandez is now down even further, down to P12. Oh, yeah, just no front arrow on that car.
Not at all. It looked like when he was braking, he got the flashing lights, unless that's
Yep.
just on our end. But yeah, that's unfortunate.
Man, Ben was having a really good race there.
He was.
You hate to see that. But that's just how racing goes sometimes, unfortunately.
Yeah, so now everyone has spaced themselves out a little bit. So why don't let's go visit the race leader, Juan
Yeah,
Pareto.
let's hop on. I don't think
Getting
we've
on
seen
board
him
with
since
them.
the beginning.
No, they kind of been quiet, which isn't a bad thing.
I will
They kept their
say-
nose clean, right?
Yeah, I will
So-
say Jeff Spangler set the fastest lap of the race with 26.8. Picked up
Speedy boy.
4 tenths, almost 5 tenths last lap. So the fight for the win isn't over.
Yeah, these temps are nice and cool. So when we started, it was roughly 25 degrees Celsius and then 28 on track, or was that just for qualifying?
I
It could've been
think it
qualifying.
was really close to the same for the race. I did not clock
Okay.
it, but it had to be around there, maybe 24.
Yeah, it's definitely cooled down. And we can see Spangler and all those lights in the back there in his rear view mirror.
It's down to a
Right.
second and a half now.
Yeah, it's
1.1.
it's not
Oh
phasing
my
well.
goodness. I think we're gonna have a big fight here.
What a race. 40 minutes, we had multiple cars within tenths of one another, and now it's finally spacing out. So
Yeah.
that was good. That was a good first 40 minutes of action. Now hopefully we'll have a bit more leading into the tail end of race number 6 for season 2.
Oh, I don't think the craziness is over. I think we're ripe for some more action. Monty's closing up on Donoso for P6. We'll keep an eye on that gap as we're watching this battle for the lead. As Spangler's now got it under a second, I think, for the first time. Picked up another 10th. Yeah, that another 10th. That McLaren through that another 10th. Oh my God, that McLaren through those corners is really leaning on that front arrow and just making up chunks of time. Oh, we did have a pass there. Oh, as Monty is off. We'll get that on the replay. Ah, just catches the grass. I think we've all done that. Oh my
Ooh.
goodness.
That was Ben. Ben just went past.
Woo. That was close.
You know it was a brown flag moment then. Just like, not again. No.
It's like, guys, give me a break. At least for like
Literally.
3 laps, give me a break.
Hold your brakes. Don't move.
Yeah, here we are for the lead. And Dayuge picks up a drive-through, which can only be 4 track cuts.
Yeah, I bet it's that chicane. That is the biggest
Yeah.
pain on this track, especially for track limits.
It's so easy to pick it up on entry. Oh,
Yeah,
Pareto a
absolutely.
little wide there. Or I guess I shouldn't say entry on the first part of the chicane.
Yeah, this is our closest
Oh,
battle currently.
he goes
and
super
that is
low, but Spangler wants to check
very, very
up.
wide.
But he's going to have the
Spangler will
inside.
take the inside to go into this hairpin.
I think this will be done. Yeah,
We get a little
Spangler's
over under.
Not
No?
going to let him get it. Ooh, and now Pareto's going to go wide, yeah.
Looks like he cooked it a little bit into that last turn, trying to make up some time.
Yep, and now this will be Jeff Spangler's race to lose. We'll keep an eye on that gap for P1. But let's go back to Dayuge on Blake. Dayuge would have just served their drive-through. They did.
That's always a dagger, especially when you get to the tail end of the race after your pit. Hate to see it.
Yeah, at least here it's such a short pit lane. It's not the hugest penalty, but I mean, anytime those tires and brakes been cooling down when they shouldn't be, Dayuge gets through. Yeah, anytime you don't have those brakes and tires at the optimal temperature is not ideal. But Dayuge is at least making up a little bit there. What's up with Fernandez on Ginny? And I think Fernandez must have fixed the damage there. Not a super long pit stop, but
we had a red Ferrari off in the background there. Did you see that?
I did not.
I don't know if it was Vaughn. It was Pareto or Donoso. We had someone off in the background.
So Donoso's in P6 still. Pareto lost a lot of Spangler. Let's roll this back 30 seconds, see if we can get it. Oh, yep. Ooh.
And a little bit of a tap there.
Yeah, I think that's going to mostly be bodywork damage and not suspension, so I think Pareto will be okay in that regard. But yeah, that about ends our fight for the win as they lost about 6.5 seconds there. So as we go back live, let's hop on with Blizzy Blake in the M4. Not letting Dayuge get by, or not like by, let him get far away. Oof. I think there's a lot of TC cut there. Same there. Yeah, and Pareto's falling back about another second and a half from Spangler there.
Yeah, I would assume that damage or the little tap that he took is playing into that right now.
Yeah, and who knows what kind of damage the tires took too.
Yep.
Someone with C here. Whoa! Race control showed me everyone on the grid losing a position. So, no one lost position. Alright. Love it.
I'm curious what happened. Oh, Poe gets a drive-through.
Oh, no!
Didn't curse him. Didn't say his name. But
nope.
Our man Steve Pro will have a drive-through.
Man.
But I was curious to see what happened because, as we know, Poe and Connor was our closest battle for what seemed like 35 minutes. So I wonder if something must have happened. And Steve is now ducked into the pits. So, as we have been talking about, the pit entry, the pit exit here is very short for Donington, which is awesome. But this may be the sketchiest pit entry on the grid. Paul Ricard is very short, it's very quick, as is Danford. But what else can you think of?
I think well, not because it's short, but I think the Red Bull Ring, just because the pit entry is on the racing line, makes it tough.
Yep.
Yeah, other short ones. I think Paul Ricard and Donington. Codas can be quick. And Kyalami for the same reason, because it's essentially a hairpin before you get to the line. So I think that can cause issues, if you're just overcooking a little bit. Misano's is short too.
Yes. No, Misano is long as hell.
Well, the entry is short.
Entry short,
but
yes.
but the
and it's
pit
very tight.
but the pit lane is interminable there. Yes.
Yes.
Not
yeah.
not as bad as Indianapolis. Indianapolis is the worst pit lane.
Oh my god, yeah, no, that's much too long.
Yeah, I hate that they have the full pit lane on it, but it's set that way because it's set after the end 8 hours, and that usually has a decent amount of cars, so they have to use the full pit lane. But yeah, that pit lane is awfully long. Yeah, this is still our closest on-track battle. And I wonder if, I'm not sure who that is behind. I think it might be that's a lap car of Fernandez, maybe? Yeah, I think that is. So yeah, these two all alone, a huge gap behind. We'll stay here for now, but I think we have. Oh, never mind. They got Monty on Burchett for P7 and Poe. Trying to track down Lindner for P12, which is in front of these cars, but a decent bit, about 10 seconds ahead. Now let's hop on with Monty here on Burchett. Still with that ailing Porsche. As we tick to the 10-minute left mark. No Poe on Lindner. Gave a little flash there, not sure what that was about. Maybe just a friendly hello, I'm here.
Yeah, we would have to rewind it, but we'll just stay with the live action.
Yeah,
I
not worth it.
I can take a look back at it.
I don't think anything happened. I don't think there was any swap position or anything, so...
Gotcha.
Now let's hop back with Monty on Burchett as they are so close. Now going on to the back straight. Tell you what, Ben is holding very strong here in P7.
He is. So, with race control, what laps is he putting in with the damage that he has? Can you tell?
His last lap was 28.0, so
Okay.
not a bad lap time. Just Spangler's last lap was 27.1, so about 9/10 off of that, which is nothing to be ashamed of. So
No.
Ben is putting in solid. Or no, I'm sorry, Ben's was a 29.1. I was looking at Monty there. Still, that lap was a 28.3, so a little over a second. With that damage, that's a very good lap time.
Yes. Monty's looking very, very squirrely in these turns here. You can hear his tires squealing when he's going into some of these turns, seeing the back end kick out. So
Yeah,
he must be running some low TC, I would assume.
I think that's probably likely. I'm too big of a baby. I am not 0 TC gang.
That makes two of us. I won't do it.
I'm
not skilled enough for it, so I stick with the TC on as well.
I tried it, and I was like, no, this isn't for me. These cars have assists for a reason. I'm going to use them.
Yeah, I was like, that's cool, man. I'm good. Yeah.
I understand it's faster, but...
Kick it lower. But absolutely none? Absolutely not. That's going to be on.
Yeah, like here at Donington in the hairpins, like I'll knock it down a click or two for the hairpins. Mm-hmm. But yeah, for the most part, I'm still... And it's car dependent as well. But yeah, I'm still running TC.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, close battles that we have. We got Monty here. We have Sear in the background, who is behind Sean Connor. And then... lower down in the grid a little bit, Steve Poe, still behind Lindner in the Aston Martin.
And I think we saw a swap position there. At least it's showing it between Blizzy Blake and Dayuga. Yeah, Dayuga must go off here. Yep.
Looks like it, yep.
And Blizzy Blake squeezes right through. Oh no, and as we're watching that, we're back on our replay bullshit. Oh, as we caught the end of that. We'll let that run a second longer so we can catch it all on the replay. Poe goes for the inside and sends it in Lindner. Oh, just a little 2 taps. Oh, but slows down and allows Steve to stay in front. So very good sportsmanship by Lindner there. Love to see it. As Carr for P2 is cruised up to the back of Pareto. Well, we're going to take a look back because we have a 4-car battle almost here for P7. But we will keep an eye on that gap for P2, and we will certainly swap there if they get close. And I think Tyler is maybe going to force our hand here. Oh,
yes.
That was Giannia.
Oh, he's a lap driver right
Yep.
there, yeah.
Yeah, I think just letting people through maybe.
Yeah. Once again, good racecraft, good sportsmanship there from drivers on the grid.
Yeah, I love to see it. And yeah, this
look at this train right here.
Yeah, I mean, Connor's just going to have to close this up and start putting some pressure there on Monty as Monty's putting the pressure on Ben, but I think we're going to get there maybe pretty soon.
I bet if I'm Monty right now, I am just
I send
so
it.
peeved and trying to find, okay.
That is the widest Porsche I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But he's going to go the,
Dennis kept it. That was very close. Oh, we have contact.
Oh! He just touched the grass, and yeah, at that point, not a lot the driver can do. Oh, man.
Absolute ice skate. So yeah, it looks like he had the tap on car 55, Sean Connor there, but Sean was able to stay on track. How much damage he received from that, I don't know. But
yeah, I think it'll be...
Sean will move up position.
I think it'll be pretty minimal. And that drops, yeah, Monty drops down to 10. Still pretty safe from Yuri behind. Man. That's kind of too bad. I think we were going to shape up for a huge battle there, but I certainly don't fault Monty for going for it there. There was room, but just that centimeter, whatever, however big that space was touching the grass is.
Yeah.
You're just a passenger.
You are, and it goes back to our conversation earlier about how large the curbs are here. So that entry and exit into turn 7 right here while we're on board with Tyler, very deep. Very steep, these cars.
So this gap has ballooned a little bit. Let's hop on with Martinez, who's on the back. Oh, these are teammates for P5. Oh, and that's...
blood in the water. There we go. There
that's going to be a rough debrief. Yeah.
I know we have a few fans in the chat if they're still tuning in, so that is unfortunate to see.
Oh, Connor. Oh, no. And Connor. Oh, man. Yeah, Sean lifts a little bit there. Very wise. Maybe a little
and with
too
a great
much.
wall of defense saying, who's next?
Yeah, he's saying, I'm keeping P6. Y'all can do whatever you want, but I'm keeping it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, or P7, not P6. I mean, that with that damage, to keep these lap times where he's kept them has been really an incredible drive by him.
Yeah, I mean, elbows are out. He's certainly left room, maybe not that much, but as long as you leave ample space for a car to be next to you if you are racing next to one another side by side, fair game.
Yeah, I'd like to see that replay again with Monty, but I think there was just enough room left, but it's just one of those things where it really is when you're on the outside, you just kind of have to judge it and be careful. And I think Ben left room, but yeah, I would love to watch that replay post-race. And we're not even mentioning, we're right at 2 minutes left in the race. So our drivers are desperate for these positions. So we have Burchett, Connor, and Sir here for P7. I mean, they're so close. I think Ben's going to go a little bit wide here.
Sir had to be, he was a bit squirrely on exit there because it looked like he was right on Sean's bumper And then we have 2x2 going into the chicane.
Don't do it to him. Don't do it to him. Oh, he did it to him.
Sean makes it through. Was there a little love tap there? Did you see?
I think there wasn't. I think they gave each other just enough room. That was very well done by both of them.
Ben absolutely parking it on the apex in front of Andrew, being like, yeah. No, this is mine. Back off.
Yeah, and where our leaders out on track, I think we're going to have this. We will have this lap plus one more.
Spangler with a 16.5-second lead currently.
Just killing it.
Putting on a clinic.
I would love to see how this race unfolded if Ross Sparrow didn't have that moment early in the race. But I mean, even after that, the lap times, I mean, Jeff Spangler's just pumping in the lap times right now. A 27.0 last lap, which I believe would have been pole. So that's pretty incredible.
Yes. Yeah. His best lap was 26, right?
26.7. Yeah.
Right, and he did a 27.
And he just did a 26.7. Now he just crossed our finish line. So yeah, he will be on the final lap. So all of our drivers will have this plus one more unless they have been lapped. I don't know if Tyler Carr is going to be able to get it done. Let's hop back to this three-way battle for P7. And we are going to tick down to 0. So everyone who is on a current lap will cross the line and have one more. If they have crossed the line, they will finish behind Jeff Spangler.
Not over yet, but Ben did an excellent job making that Porsche as wide as possible, given the circumstances.
Man, that incident was so unfortunate. I think he was easily going to be on for a top 5. His pace was really good. I mean, his best lap of the race was 27.5, which, I mean, as the temperature came down, I think he could have improved on that.
Yeah.
But I mean, that certainly puts him under the, in with the other top drivers of the evening. A little far off on some, but I think with the sun going down, the cooler temperatures, he could have improved on that lap time. But
and
still has
crossed the little finish line, brings it home.
Forget him.
You shall not be named.
Fantastic! I mean, an incredible race, last to first, not quite last, but I mean, an incredible drive by him to bring home the win and the championship.
Yep. Yeah.
As Pareto crossed the line, stays in P2, Carr in P3, Sparrow P4, and Burchett, no! He picked up a drive-through there! Oh, and he's not going to be able to serve that. I think that's going to be a 100, or no, I think it's a 30-second penalty.
Is it 30? Yeah, I believe you're right.
No, that is terrible. I think that's going to drop him down to P11. We'll see as Connor Burchett, that gets put into a 30-second penalty, so we'll see where that ultimately drops him. But then we have Martinez P5, Donoso P6, Connor P7, Burchett, as we're saying, we're going to wait and see. Our drivers having some fun. Let's hop on board. Uri's going through the final corner, getting their flash on. Poe as well in P11. And I tell you what, ACC isn't updating that, but I feel like it should update that on its own. But yeah, it didn't drop. Oh, it did. It dropped him down to P10.
P11.
Oh, yep. So almost, P11. So almost hopped out. So,
yeah.
Wow, what a race that was! We had a 9-car grid, and we had action for almost the entire 60 minutes. That was incredible. So yeah, a very well done by Jeff Spangler to bring home the win this evening and the championship. Well done for Ross Sparrow to bring home P2 in the championship for the pro. And then I believe for the AM, I think we're still going to have Yuri Giannia and Poe 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
Yes. I don't think that's going to change. So well done for all of those drivers. And I believe Tyler Carr will bring up. Well, I do wonder, would Tyler Carr maybe have brought home P2 on Sparrow? It was an 18-point gap,
It was.
and
So
Carr finished third, and Sparrow finished, I think, sixth. So I don't think that would be enough.
yeah, I lost the stats as the
Yeah,
server
they
took over,
fall
as you can
away.
hear.
That's the
Yeah.
annoying thing. I usually have to try and take a picture with my phone as the race ends to get those results. Yeah, I think for now, I think we'll probably say Sparrow probably has it, but that could be close. Wow. I mean, what a fantastic season. I'm so happy to have been able to watch these races and commentate on them. And I believe you have something special that you want to talk about before we wind this down.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, before I go into that, big thank you to you
yeah.
as well, Adam. So
Oh.
this has been great. We really truly appreciate you helping out DRL, broadcasting the races for us to bring it to us afterwards and to all the folks watching live. So big thank you to you, sir.
Thank you. We talked about this earlier. I have so much fun doing this. It is truly a pleasure to call these races. So
Yeah.
thank you.
No, absolutely, man. Absolutely. So yeah, as you can see on screen here, we do have the 3 hours of Barcelona coming up. That will be hosted on May 18th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So check the sim grid. Signups are live. Get in there if you want to compete on your own. It's a 3 hours race. So if you want to be in the Iron Driver category, that just pits solo drivers against other teams. So you're welcome to join. Sign up. Join up. I hope to see you on the grid.
Yeah, get in
That's
there,
it.
everyone. These races are phenomenal. If you have not raced with DRL before, I would recommend it. Very great driving standards. I mean, very closely matched drivers. This is truly a very good community. So yeah, get in there and get involved. But yeah, again, very well done to all of our drivers. Thank you to you, Ryan, and everyone else at Delta Racing League who puts in the work to make these possible. Thank you, Chris, for all of these graphics that he puts together. These are phenomenal. As we're still holding on this, this graphic is just fantastic. I love that Porsche.
Clean.
Yeah. So yes, as you had said earlier, we're probably going to take a little bit of a summer break. We'll tease a little bit, maybe some races during the summer, but
keep your eyes peeled. We won't be totally quiet in terms of league racing. So keep your ears perked up. If you've been paying attention to the updates and the polls, I think you have an idea of what's coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we'll keep the crew here at DRL updated, and then for anyone who is not in DRL, join the Discord, sign up, and you'll see what we're up to.
Yeah, and again, get involved. It's fantastic here. So yes, thank you all for watching as always. It makes me feel a little bit better knowing that I'm not talking into the void for an hour and a half. Thank you, Ryan, for joining me this evening.
Of course.
It's always nice to have you guys involved. You and Ben, who hopped in the booth this season, that was very nice. Yeah, I'm so happy that this season, it was amazing. I'm truly looking forward to what is coming next. Season 3, it's going to be awesome. Summer break races, this endurance race that I'm sure is going to be amazing. So yes, everyone get signed up for these races, get involved. We're going to have such a blast going forward. Yeah, that's all I have. Ryan, if you have anything else.
That's it, man.
Cool.
Look forward to seeing you all on the grid.
Yeah.
We'll see you all soon.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.